Hello everyone, welcome back to our Assassin's Creed Origins playthrough. This is episode 138. It's been a long journey from the beginning of August to here in late November. Anyways, today we're going to be eradicating the remains of Pothinus's, I can't quite pronounce the name. Pothinus's, I think is how you pronounce it. His influence, as it turns out that the watch he set up still exists 4 years after his death. As you can see, he died right here. He was quite moderate. And there is the watch. Now I'm going to quickly show as I leap of faith into the water. And actually, you probably would survive that leap of faith. Might hurt a bit, but you'd likely be fine. Alright, so as you can see, his orders to Unas are right over there. I actually read through them last episode, so go check that out if you're curious as to what they are. However, one of his men, so the guy Unas, probably the leader of this fort, has been patrolling for 4 years plus. And as you can see, I nailed this guy in the neck. If you guys hear, with an arrow, if you guys hear any background noise, that's just me making sure my recording is working. I don't want to deal with an assassino, but there are two of them. Oh, come on, there are two assassinos. So this is actually a pretty spacious place for a single lookout junction, filled with scouts. So it looks like, however I approach this, I'm going to be facing annoying fights. I actually want to kill the captain first. Hey. And then I'll try to chain assassinate. I am so glad I got the chain assassination thing.
Eyes open. No surprises.
That's you, Dad. Time for chain assassination. Alright, let's kill the food guy.
Hey, hold on.
Alright, well I got kinda lucky there. Not gonna lie. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Alright, just one more to go. Don't think anyone's asleep, fortunately. Looks like this guy doesn't even realize that the rest of his friends have all been killed by a mysterious assassin. As that mysterious assassin circles him and takes him out. Only to get spotted by Watchtower dude. Hey, is my overpower ability finally actual overpower ability and not that weird adrenaline yellow thingy? That's cool. Alright, well that's the end of this fort. So, or the Watchtower. After 4 years of relentless patrolling in service to the Order of the Ancients, all perished. Killed by a murderous Bayek. After losing his lieutenant in Sinai. Not a bad way to go out overall, actually. Probably not a bad way to go out. Because it'd be painless for everyone except for the guy who saw me. Hunter bow. Let's just continue looting up. Alright, anything else here of any kind of value? Nope. Interact. Orders from Pothinus. Unas. Have your men stationed at Camp Nisi and hold that position. Okay, so it's just another one of those orders. Okay, as you guys can probably tell, Unas and his men served Pothinus into the end, or unto the end, because in case you couldn't tell, Pothinus died. Killed by Bayek while on his war elephant. Unas, for the next between 4 and 5 years, held his position, faithfully serving Mr. Pothinus until the end. However, his end came swiftly and brutally when he was murdered by a Bayekassia, who he pissed off by not deserting the Order of the Ancients. Alright, I think that's everything. Might be something up here. And then we've officially ransacked and captured Camp Nisi. Just some arrows. Okay. So Camp Nisi has been successfully captured. As I climb up, preparing to do a leap of faith. Oh, come on. Into the shallow water we go. And you can see Heraclean in the distance. Oops, I wanted to get a map. So, I'm actually going to head after the Lion-Tari debacle, and then I'll make my way up towards here. So let's head over to that debacle. Shall we? Looks like someone's having some issues with, or 3 peasant barges are surrounding a Greek ship. Oh, that's great. Good work, peasants. You guys are aiding the cause of Egypt. Now, I want to try at one point to either ride up the Nile from Thebes to main Egypt, or from Thebes to Upper Egypt, or ride down the Nile from Upper Egypt to Thebes since I get hit by the barge. Idiot. You never suspect Bayek from behind. It's not a fish you saw, but Bayek of Siwa, who then assassinated you. And stole your boat, leaving your body to sink to a watery grave, not to be found till archaeologists explored Egypt in the 1960s to early 2000s. Let's see what's here. Down. Alright, let's go full loot goblin on the Lion-Tari wreck, or debacle. Which I assume is carrying cement or ceramic lines. Man, this stuff's old if it has algae on it. Even in water such as this. That heavy blunt looks really cool. Quite fashionable. Alright, let's go get this loot, and then we're off to see the surface. Loot that jar, loot up the warrior boat, and now it's a race to the surface. As the Lion-Tari debacle has been successfully looted, and I got a cat amulet out of it. Alright, now the stuff to the far north, up here, the very northern tip, is probably just stuff like wild animal layers, but even so, it still pays to get the XP for doing them. So let me mark this place. Because that's where I'm going to start. And then I'll work my, or actually I'll probably work my way through this northern question mark, and then I'll head for the marked one. Just to simplify things. As we power our way in. Okay, I see at least 2 hippos. And there'll definitely be more. So let's try to avoid them at least until we hit the question mark. We enter this little inlet. Okay, that's either a hippopotamus lair or it's something else that I don't really know. Wow, that is very shallow, as the boat is, as the Greek boat that we commandeered has been destroyed. We're gonna bet this is like a crocodile lair or something. It's nice and marshy. Ooh, what was that? A bandit. Hey. Alright, so what is this place? Let me try to figure out what it is and who's occupying it. Is it like 30 bandits or something? Okay, so this looks like a pair of bandit camps. So this is a good place to steal loot. And get into melee. No crocs, unfortunately. Otherwise, their bodies would make good meals. As I now charge into the archer. Kill another archer. He didn't even seem to notice me until it was too late. As I go full on Rambo looting while being attacked by guys like that. And more warriors are entering the fray. None are surviving, and they're all just being slaughtered. Drowning everything in blood. And heading up. Oh, sorry, and giving. Oh, that guy. Was he mummified? Or were those two mummified, or were they just left here? Wouldn't want to be them either way. And even though the smoke is imaginary, it's somehow stinging my eyes. I guess it's psychological. Irsu's huts. So I assume Irsu is the guy who died. I will throw the spear. And it. Alright, here we go, just continuing on. Alright, so there's a level 33. Is this still Irsu's huts? Nope, this is a law hideout. Are they fighting each other? Is it like some kind of a challenge, or are they just fighting a wild animal? Oh no, they're sparring with each other. Okay, so they were sparring with each other, and somehow this guy spotted me, meaning I couldn't kill this guy, which is what I wanted, or assassinate this guy, which is what I wanted to do. Oh well. Well, let's cause some mayhem, shall we? Unlock door A, allowing the lions to begin to fight with the soldier, or the bandits, while I go take a look at who's left with loot, or who has loot. Here, let's grab this, because I think it's the loot and the location mastery. Alright, really, this lioness really wants to kill me, apparently. That's what happens when you try to kill the Bayek of Siwa. Okay, oh, that's why I had that cool, or my overpowered attack. Because I was using that sword, but his sword apparently doesn't have that. And I wonder why they're restoring lions up here. I hope there's an explanation. Because it really doesn't seem smart for men who value their lives, or women for that matter, anyone who value their lives to be, even bandits, to have lions up here in such an isolated area where you're likely gonna be killed if they even scratch ya the wrong way. Alright, so there's a whole bunch of dead flamingos. I guess they were... oh, that's a dead leopard. Okay. I was wondering what that was. That doesn't look like a hyena to me. Alright, let's put the hyena out of it, or the leopard out of it. Alright, so we're just gonna loot up through here, as there's a nice little jar full of 3 drachmae on it. Through here. What's in here? Okay, so there's some loot. No crocodile, or the crocodile isn't lootable, unfortunately. I mean, they have a lot of critters through here. Alright, I think that's everything, actually. Actually, no, there's a piece of loot over here. Oh, it's the guy that I took out. No, it's a leopard. Okay, so they took out a leopard. Let's see where, we'll have to go next. Let's actually begin fast traveling over. Starting with the avenging of that guy. So let's fast travel to there. Whoops, didn't mean to drop that. Apologies if you heard that. Oh. Alright, so looks like we have about between 6 and 8 minutes left. Okay, so it looks like between 6 and 8 minutes left. Fun fact, Hatshepsut actually did fight. There were conquests. Or there may not have been conquests, but there was battle. Even while it was around... okay, so that's lights. I've already read all this stuff, I think. I mean, it's interesting maybe once or twice, but once you've read it multiple times, it begins skipping. Oh, this guy died to the, Septimius's forces, the 2,000, 3,000 mercenaries. I can't remember how many there are. Anyways. let's just go see what killed this guy and if I can even properly avenge him.
This is not normal.
I mean, I assume that if that is what killed him, stuff will just... Can I properly avenge him? Is there like actually a smart thing to do would be to check side quests? No, so I don't think I can properly avenge the guy, unfortunately. Well, by exit guys as well, guys. I don't think I can properly avenge the player. Oh well. Alright, so we have traveling to do. However, first I have a whole lot of new bows and stuff. It's dealt with. Alright, that's good. That Zydrit shield, once it's fully upgraded, is very good. Alright, so let's fast travel over. And, see what I can do. 399 meters away. With the, update, probably won't be that far. Alright, so we'll go get these 2 question marks that I have left, and that's probably where I'll end it. If I am short, I'll do an extra long episode next time. However, I don't think I'll be short. But next time we'll start working our way down Heraclean Gnome. There probably isn't going to be very many episodes left in this recording chunk. However, let me quickly show off my goal. I want to get everything here in Heraclean. Then I want to head up here to the north and get that stuff done. Then there's a whole lot of stuff down here that I'm probably not going to do until after I've started the Curse of the Pharaohs. We'll finish up in Heraclean Gnome. Once I finish the Curse of the Pharaohs DLC, either that or before I do the Curse of the Pharaohs DLC. And then after that, I'm going to head south again. Probably start in the Fayum Oasis or Ha'eris Gnome. As you know, we've done everything in Sakara Gnome, Memphis, Atef Pehu Gnome, Eradicating Gnome, Kensu Gnome, Giza, or everything that I want to do in Giza and Sakara Gnome, Immense Gnome, Saperes Gnome, Sapemen Gnome, Canopus Gnome, Alexandria, Imkent Gnome, Kakem Gnome, Canopus Gnome, I think I already said, and Siwa. So we have everything else still left to do, and there are a lot of things to do. Now, if I'm not mistaken, there'll be more things that show up in the Green Mountains now as I've started to kind of explore a bit. I actually want to see what that that image is. What is that? That, I believe, is a war elephant. Dead war elephant. Okay. Anyways, let's finish off this episode before I start speculating about the next ones. So yeah, we'll probably finish everything off in Heraclean Gnome before I begin to head down to Thebes. However, when I eventually head down to Thebes, I will be doing everything main questy there and probably all the side quests as well before I back out again. Alright, let's see, 69 meters. Okay, so I could have just headed up through here. Or I could have just worked my way up through here. Alright, so this is the home of Nehi. It's controlled by Greeks. Really, Mr. Greek, you really wanted to do that. We are on fire here because you Greeks have a stubbornness that cannot be destroyed. Alright, let's just finish him off. And then we'll finish off this stupid archer. I feel like if they're so distracted by the eagle that they don't respond to you, you should be able to assassinate them. I mean, that's just me though. Alright, so that's dealt with. See what else is here in Nehi's home. I feel kind of bad for this poor person because I know that they're probably dead if it's taken over by Greeks. Alright, so that's Nehi's home done. Oh, this is it. Or home of Nehi. Okay. Well, the home of Nehi may be in Greek hands, but may have been in Greek hands, but I cleansed it. I hope Nehi, wherever they may lie, is fine. I hope they're happy with the vengeance I've reaped. If Nehi was killed by the Greeks, I hope they enjoy the field of reeds, as they now are able to reap the duat. Though, if you ask me, both the duat and the field of reeds neither of them is a better bargain than the other. I mean, sure, you probably have more life and stuff in the Field of Reeds, but, I mean, either or really seems to be, or either or seems to be, livable. If you're gonna have to spend time in one or the other, I really couldn't say which one I'd want to spend time in. Chata Pond. Interesting. So, I can upgrade my tool pouch, which I want to do, because I want to have 10 fire bombs, even though I never use them. And there's treasure here in the pond. You know, this seems like a really cool place to kind of hang out. Yo, those lily pads on the long stalks, that is really cool. This pond seems like the kind of place that I'd enjoy to hang out in real life, because I really love nature, and this place just screams wild, even if it is a small wilderness surrounded by urban development. It'd still be a cool place to hang out in. Alright, so I've just finished up here in Chata Pond. How much time? Okay, so I think I'm gonna end it here in Chata Pond. Wait, no. There are bandits to kill first. Let us cleanse this pond, starting with this dumb archer. That's 2 dead. That's 3 scum dead. And that's the 4th scum dead. Alright, so we just killed off the archers. Or the bandits, not the archers. Giving them what they deserve. Next time, we are going to head south into the kind of, or actually we're going to head north into the very northernmost reaches of Heraclean Nome. I'm actually going to head to the less civilized, or not less civilized, but the less armed section of Rome, or the non-Roman part of Heraclean Nome first. Dead war elephant. And we're gonna fast travel's not available. Oh, there's still more of them. Alright, well let's finish off these bandits. Can't have them still alive.
Hold the enemy! I must push on!
Oh wow, there are a ton of them. Alright, let's roll out. I'm just trying to collect loot, guys. You really don't have to do stuff like this when I'm just trying to collect the loot that I'm rightfully owed. As I slam underneath, or I get past the shield somehow and kill him. Alright. You guys really didn't have to do that, but thanks for the 300 drachmae. I mean, if I were you, I probably wouldn't have done that. That's Shadia's doll. Okay. Let's see. Let's go to the map and prepare to descend into the most wild parts of Heraclean, the most untamed parts of Heraclean Nome. It's a wild place where Romans, war elephants, and other things lurk. However, it is probably the closest in proximity to the Greek Isles. I thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. And no